Welcome in the 11th section of our course. In this section, we'll be looking at the data warehouse, data lake and data sandbox. So we'll be downloading Cloudera Sandbox that will allow us to use all tools that are available in the big data ecosystem. We'll be starting VirtualBox Cloudera image using Oracle VirtualBox. Next, we'll be loading data into Hadoop that is inside of that sandbox. At the end, we will be trying to querying data via Hue interface using Impala execution engine. And in this first video, we'll be downloading and setting Cloudera Sandbox. So we'll be setting our Cloudera Sandbox, we'll be starting VirtualBox with Cloudera, and we'll be looking at the tools that are available. So here we have a setup described, and let's look how to do this. So at the Cloudera webpage, we have quick start for CDH 5.12. Select a platform that we want to take. We want to take VirtualBox and get it now, and it will start downloading our file. That file will have about 5 gigabytes of data. We have some kind of prerequisites that we need to have 64-bit VM. Also, we need to have 4 gigabytes of RAM because we are using CDH default. There is also a detailed description what is inside of that image. After that, we will be able to getting started. So when we download VirtualBox image, we need to download also VirtualBox machine. And in the Cloudera Sandbox, we have a lot of Hadoop ecosystem tools available. In this section, we'll be using some parts of them. So for example, we'll be using Apache Impala, which can we use for interactive query. Apache Hive will be used for a structural storage, so we'll be loading tables into Hive, and Hive has a special metastore component in which every metadata about every table that we will load will be stored. We'll be using also a Hue, that is a user interface. That user can type user queries and execute them against Hadoop cluster using HDFS. We'll be using HDFS and we'll be interacting with it using Hadoop command line tool that is used for distributed data storage. Also, once we type a query in a Hue interface, the job using Impala engine will start. To start it, it needs to submit the job to the Yarn processing framework and is used by Hive, of course. Also, we'll be using Apache Scoop. This is a simple command line tool that allowed us to ingest data into Hadoop from some other files, source data. And when we will be installing our tool, we'll choose that we want to have HDFS, Hive, Hue, Impala and Yarn. But also we can take HBase, we can have Uzi, Soar, Apache Spark, we can have Scoop and Zookeeper. So if you want to experiment with more tools, go on. So once we started our image, it will be running inside of the VirtualBox, and this is our image started. So we have command line opened, also we can have internet connection here, and we'll be experimenting with it in the next video.